Welcome to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, where history and beauty come together at every corner. Today, we'll explore some of the most iconic historical landmarks that have witnessed defining moments in American history. These are the must-visit places for anyone looking to dive deep into the heart of U.S. history, with beautiful surroundings and the vibrant energy of the people who come to experience them. Let's start with one of the most revered monuments in the country, the Lincoln Memorial. A monument dedicated to the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. This site is both an awe-inspiring architectural wonder and a symbol of unity and equality. As you approach the marble steps, you can't help but feel the weight of history. Visitors gather from all over the world, standing in awe of the massive statue of Lincoln seated majestically, gazing over the reflecting pool toward the Washington Monument. People pause here, taking in the grandeur of the memorial while reflecting on Lincoln's legacy, the preservation of the Union and the abolition of slavery. The atmosphere is reverent, as quiet murmurs fill the air, and you hear tourists reading the famous words etched into the walls. The Gettysburg Address and his second inaugural speech. These powerful messages remind us of Lincoln's determination during the Civil War and his vision for a unified America. The sheer size of the statue, surrounded by towering columns, adds to the sense of significance, making this memorial a place of reflection, hope, and pride for all who visit. Next, we move on to the towering Washington Monument, another must-see landmark. This 555-foot marble obelisk stands tall in honor of the nation's first president, George Washington. Whether you see it from a distance or stand right at its base, the monument commands attention. People are seen wandering the green lawns surrounding it, children running freely, and groups gathering to take that perfect photo with the reflecting pool in the background. On a clear day, many visitors take the elevator ride to the top, where they can witness breathtaking panoramic views of the entire city. From this vantage point, it's easy to imagine Washington himself standing over the city he helped to shape. The monument, surrounded by American flags fluttering in the breeze, serves as a testament to the enduring legacy of the man who led the country to independence and helped define its democratic principles. Not far away, we come to the U.S. Capitol building, the center of American democracy. This building is where the U.S. Congress meets to shape the future of the country. The iconic dome dominates the skyline, drawing tourists and locals alike. As you approach the Capitol, you see people embarking on guided tours, learning about the history of the nation's legislative branch. The building itself is an architectural masterpiece, with its grand steps leading to the rotunda, where some of the most important moments in U.S. history have taken place. Inside the rotunda, visitors stand in awe of the towering artwork, murals, and statues of American figures who shaped the nation's political landscape. The paintings that adorn the ceiling and walls depict key moments in U.S. history, from the signing of the Declaration of Independence to the Civil War. The grandeur of the Capitol represents more than just a building, it's a symbol of the nation's enduring commitment to democracy and governance. As you walk through the halls, you can feel the pulse of history and the gravity of decisions made within these walls that have shaped the course of the nation. Now, we arrive at one of the most famous addresses in the world, the White House. (1600) Pennsylvania Avenue, home to the President of the United States, is a sight that leaves many in awe. This iconic mansion is both a working office and a living space for every U.S. president since John Adams. Visitors gather outside its gates, cameras in hand, hoping to catch a glimpse of this symbol of American leadership. While public tours of the interior are limited, just being near the White House gives a sense of proximity to American power. Across the street in Lafayette Square, people sit on benches, reflecting on the historical significance of the decisions made within the White House walls. Tourists, school groups, and even political activists all gather here, contributing to the dynamic atmosphere that makes D.C. such a lively and politically engaged city. The White House, with its stately architecture and rich history, remains a symbol of the American dream and the highest office in the land. Next up is the expansive National Mall. Often referred to as America's front yard. Stretching from the U.S. Capitol to the Lincoln Memorial, this 2-mile-long park is not just a green space but a place where history, culture, and everyday life intersect. As you stroll through, you're bound to come across people jogging, biking, or simply lounging on the grass, soaking up the atmosphere. But more than that, the National Mall is home to some of the most important monuments and museums in the country. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial, with its reflective black wall bearing the names of those who lost their lives in the war, offers a somber moment of reflection for all who visit. As you walk alongside the wall, you can see visitors tracing their fingers over the names of fallen soldiers, leaving flowers, or pausing in quiet thought. The emotional weight of this memorial is undeniable, as it honors the sacrifice of so many. Just a short walk away is the World War II Memorial. A beautiful tribute to the soldiers who fought in one of the most significant wars in history. With its large fountain and 56 pillars representing the states and territories of the U.S., this memorial is a stunning piece of architecture that pays homage to the bravery and unity of the greatest generation. Around every corner of the mall, there is something new to discover, and the sense of history here is palpable. A short walk from the National Mall brings us to the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. Dedicated to the civil rights leader who transformed America's social landscape, this powerful statue of Dr. King emerging from a block of stone stands tall, embodying his vision of justice and equality. The words from his famous, "I Have a Dream" speech are carved into the surrounding walls, inspiring all who come to visit. You'll see people pausing in quiet contemplation, taking in the magnitude of Dr. King's contribution to the civil rights movement. The memorial is a place of peace and reflection, where his legacy continues to inspire future generations. The setting by the tidal basin, with its serene water and blossoming trees, creates a tranquil environment that invites reflection on both the struggles and triumphs of the civil rights movement. It's a space that encourages visitors to think about the ongoing fight for justice and equality in America. Continuing on, we come to the Jefferson Memorial. A tribute to Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence. This neoclassical structure is surrounded by cherry trees that blossom in the spring, drawing crowds from around the world. People stroll along the water's edge, admiring the statue of Jefferson inside, his gaze focused outward, as if looking over the country he helped found. The view of the tidal basin, especially during the annual Cherry Blossom Festival, adds an extra layer of beauty to this already iconic location. The Jefferson Memorial captures the spirit of revolution and democracy, and it's a must-see for those who appreciate both history and natural beauty. The energy of the people visiting these sites adds to the vibrant atmosphere, making D.C. a place where past and present come together. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Washington, D.C.'s most famous historical landmarks. Whether you're here to explore, reflect, or simply admire the beauty, each place has a story to tell, and we hope these stories inspire you to visit and experience the history for yourself.